Malaysia's last chance to book a semi-final slot in the One Play Pro Club Challenge tonight, but can they get past the tricky Thai Gang? Amigos Thai Gang next live on One Play Sports. It's Thursday, third quarter final night in the One Play Pro Club Challenge. Malaysia taking on Thailand. Stakes very high with just two semi-final spots up for grabs. We know there'll definitely be a Singaporean team in our grand final with Larojak and Tiki Taka standing by for our first semi-final on Tuesday. But who will book the first slot available in the second semi? Tonight we have Buffalo Run potential opponents facing off if Buffalo Run can get past Brotherhood VN on Saturday. We're set fair for Amigos and the Thai Gang tonight. Joining me to analyse the action is the main man, the Prince of Pro Club, the notorious, a very famous brand of breakfast cereal, has Tony the Tiger. Like Tony the Tiger, he's great. It's Nitin the Nighthawk. How are you, Mr. Nitin, sir?
Wow, where did the Nighthawk come from? That's a new one.
The only animal I could find that worked that began with an N,
Fair enough,
unfortunately.
man, yeah. Yeah, it works. I'm good. Really looking forward to the tie today. Amigos, of course, are Malaysia's last hope in this tournament.
Yep.
So I think we'll have a huge Malaysian contingent watching the match today.
Yeah, shout out to all the Malaysians, Thais, and everyone from all four corners of the globe watching our continuing coverage here on Week 10 of the One Play Pro Club Challenge. And don't forget the One Play Sports Nations Cup is getting to the business end as well. Here's a reminder what's happened so far in Week 10 as we come to the middle match night. We've already seen Tiki Taka squeeze past Hyenas to set up that semi-final date with Larojak tonight. Amigos taking on Thai Gang, and then on Saturday, another high-quality encounter in store with Buffalo Run, who, like Tiki Taka, the only two teams through the tournament not to concede a goal yet, take on Vietnam's last hope in Brotherhood VN. And speaking of Malaysia and Thailand, and Singapore for that matter, the One Play Sports Nations Cup is really building up to a big, big crescendo. $2,500 in the prize pool. The 8 C nations, we've already lost a few of them. Gone are the Philippines, gone are Vietnam, gone are Brunei, but there are still 5 in contention, and it will go down to 4 after we get our matches out the way tomorrow night as Singapore take on Myanmar in the final games of Group B. The equation quite simple. Myanmar need to win both. Singapore realistically only need to get a point to get through. If they can even pick up 1 win and 1 defeat, they should, barring a disastrous defeat, finish top. And that could matter, Nitin, because of course the top team will take on Thailand in the semi-finals. The team that finished second take on Malaysia. And we were talking about this. I don't think there's much in it, but I think Singapore will be, you know, their objective has been to meet Malaysia in the final, so they don't want to mess around too much like they did against Indonesia in those group matches, all those changes, but I think they'll have enough in the locker, you think, don't they, to finish top?
Yeah, but I think they will finish top. I think they'll at least win one of those games, and I don't see them getting thrashed by Myanmar in a loss. So I do see Singapore finishing top, and fingers crossed we get that Causeway Clash in the final.
And with the semi-finals and final on our mind, don't forget that your country needs you. Even if you're not a gamer, you can be part of our pre-show with the semi-finals in mind. If you're from Myanmar, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, we might be able to use you on our show. Film yourself singing your national anthem in landscape with the anthem playing in the background. You can email it studio@oneplaysports.com or WhatsApp it to +65 9721 7756. And my glamorous assistant here will now demonstrate what landscape means.
This is landscape, guys.
And portrait?
I think so many times we've received portrait videos. I just would like to remind you all that we would like, it doesn't upset me, but we would like them in landscape, guys. So just tilt your phone. Thank you very much.
Stalactites and stalagmites. Do it.
Stalactites and stalagmites. Again, if anyone knows what he's talking about,
didn't you done
let us know
anything
in the
at school?
comment section. Nobody speaks like that here.
But you know the things that drop down from caves, the ones that come up?
No, I get it, but you know, we don't have caves in Singapore.
There's no caves in Singapore.
I mean, there are, but no one goes there and like, oh, don't know what, stinging up, stinging down.
Have you ever been potholing?
Potholing?
Yes.
No, sounds offensive.
No, potholing's when you go caving, you know.
I have not. I've actually, I've been to a bat cave once. It was very smelly.
Okay, thank you for that.
Not
That kind of insight you can get Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. Only, though, for another week and a bit as we build up to our big grand finals weekend. Remember, the 3rd and 4th place and final match of the One Play Pro Club Challenge will be on Saturday, the 13th of June. That's a week on Saturday. And the One Play Sports Nations Cup grand final is on the Sunday, the 14th. And we'll be filming a special preview show for both those big nights, which we'll bring to you on our 11 p.m. slot next Friday in lieu of a live game. Don't forget as well, LSFC is what it's all about. We want you to like, share, follow, comment us on One Play Sports. And the comment section, I'm sure, will be very busy tonight with Thailand and Malaysia battling it out. What are we doing with One Play Sports, Nitin?
We are, of course, connecting communities and creating heroes. And I believe we've built a really nice pro clubs community here in Southeast Asia. We hope to continue having your support and giving us the chance to continue building heroes. And hopefully we'll see a hero today from either the Amigos or Thai Gang.
Let's have a few early shout-outs. Alif Fikri is with us. Shout-out to Alif.
Shout out, bro.
Our main man, Duncan Elias, is watching, the principal presenter of One Play Sports here. Our dear friend from the Philippines, Choji. He's calling you the great Nitin.
Wow, Choji. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. You're the great Choji as well.
I think he might have been drinking.
Great minds, great minds.
Choji, you've been drinking this evening. We've got Idan Zik there saying, let's go Amigos. Choji's also behind the Amigos. He says they're the luckiest club in the tournament. I think that's a bit harsh. These two teams
I don't
shown lots of
think.
quality. La Rojek, I think, rode their luck, didn't they, against Ankatsuki?
No, I think anyone who's gone to this stage of the tournament after the round of 32, the round of 16, if you're in the round of 8, it's not down to luck. It's down to a bit of skill, guys. Come on.
Kamil Jamaluddin says, let's go Max Nevis. Max Nevis, the right back for the Amigos. Ayman Ashraf is there saying, you are my idol. I don't know if he's talking to you. I think he must be. You're
I think he's
idol.
talking to you. I think everyone loves a little bit of Patrick Kinghorn at 11 p.m. at night.
Yes, if only, if only. And Imran Hakim's with us as well. Keep the Facebook comments coming. We'll give you all shout-outs as we go along, but let's get down to business. The One Play Pro Club Challenge, we are down to the last two quarter-finals. That means we've only got 6 teams left in the competition after tonight. It will only be 5. La Rojak and Tiki Taka have got their semi-final date set for next Tuesday. We'll find the first of our semi-finalists on the other side of the draw tonight as Amigos take on Thai Gang. The winner of this plays the winner of Buffalo Run and Brotherhood VN. I've got a sneaking suspicion, about Brotherhood VN. I don't know why, just putting it out there, but Buffalo Run are going to be very difficult for them to top. Tournament's been fantastic. Don't forget, 1,700 Singapore dollars in the prize fund. There's $800 to the winner. And Nitin Nambiar has a very important job because in the One Play Sports Nations Cup, we've got $125 for the Golden Boot, $125 for the Golden Gloves, most clean sheets, most goals. That's not really up for any debate. Nitin Nambiar, though, is in the judging hot seat for what we are giving in the One Play Pro Club Challenge, which is $100 Sing dollars to the player of the tournament and $100 Sing dollars to the goalkeeper of the tournament. So basically, all these players reach in the end now. They've got one goal. If they want $100 of One Play Sports cold hard cash, they have to impress you. And give people a hint out there what kind of thing impresses you on Pro Club.
In terms of goalkeepers, I think clean sheets, your positioning, how you manage your defense, those things are important. With regards to player of the tournament, I really like a player who takes command, who controls his team. I'm looking at a lot of central attacking midfielders, strikers, central defenders, and CDMs. So these are the guys that I'm looking at currently. And if you're still in the competition, you're in with a shout. So do give your best, and the money's up for grabs.
Don't forget your favourite goalkeeper as well. The Traitor Kid.
The Traitor.
We're seeing him in action at the weekend. Right, let's get down to tonight's business. The main event for you this Thursday, watching live around the world on One Play Sports. It is the Amigos of Malaysia up against Thailand's Thai Gang. Yusof, our dear friend from VPG Virtual Pro Gaming, he's of the opinion that Thai Gang are the best team in Thailand. Can they prove it tonight? 2 legs, of course. The first leg at the Amigos Stadium, the second leg at the Thai Gang Arena. I'm obsessed with the fact that it's an advantage to play home in the second leg. Nitin says it's nonsense, and the quarter-final stats back you up so far, Nitin, because unlike the round of 16 where it did appear statistically to be an advantage to be at home second, here the home teams in the second leg are 0 for 2.
Yes, and again, home advantage is not very prevalent here in FIFA. I do believe on most days the better team wins, whether you're home and away or away. So yeah, it's not a very prevalent stat, but I get where you were going with it.
Okay, but you don't agree.
I don't agree.
10 past 11, which means we're very close to match time. Nitin gets stuck into our team news now. And before Nitin goes into the players to watch and the men to keep an eye on, or ladies, if there's any female gamers out there tonight, one thing that's interesting, Nitin, if he goes to these team lineups, I'm told the plan for Amigos, we were talking about Singapore messing things up against Indonesia in the C Nations Cup by changing their 11, if you like, for the second match. It's not a second leg in that parlance, but we're told the Amigos are planning to make 4 or 5 changes to the second game. Let's get the teams up, and Nitin can talk us through it and see if you agree with Amigos' plan to make wholesale changes for the second game, because the Thai Gang aren't planning such a change.
Again, if a team wants to make changes, it's fine. But if you get the results that's required, then no problems. But other than that, the manager will have to look at himself and decide whether he made the right move or not. So off that topic, Amigos are playing a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation today. It's a very attacking formation. The midfielders will join the attack, making late runs into the box. Players that I fancy from them, I really like KSI IS, actually a Malaysian international. He made the second game. Max Nevis is there, right back, a superb player. Rivox, and of course Afif Ferro up front. Those guys are outstanding to me. Again, I'm not discrediting all the 11 players, but I just like the ones that I've mentioned so far. With regards to Thai Gang, they're playing a 4-4-2, so we got two teams today playing with two strikers, which should make for a very open and nice attacking game.
And good strikers at that. I mean, we've seen the likes of
Exactly.
Vizanesta and Afi Fierro score for fun through this tournament.
Yep, they've been great. Players that I like from Thai Gang, I like One Night Stand in defense. Shatter's a good player in centre mid. Eisenhelm on left mid has been a star in the previous round. And their strike force of Pop NUFC and Vizanesta definitely one to watch out for.
Breaking news, Nitin Nambiar loves a one-night stand, apparently. I wonder if that will relate itself on the pitch tonight.
No comment.
Incidentally, what did these two teams both do in the round of 16, which makes this game a little bit more spicy for me?
I know this, actually.
Well, you're supposed to. That's what you're paid
Oh,
for.
yeah, I know. Anyway, they were both losing in that first game and
Yeah.
came back with miraculous comebacks in the second, Istanbul-like comebacks.
Yeah, certainly. The comeback of the Thai Gang against the Shady Shapeshifters was a sight to behold. Nitin's done his homework as he always does, and he's highlighted some players to watch in two lineups that are packed full, chock full of top talent. Nitin Nambiar, the floor is yours, Senator.
I'm expecting these two to shine tonight, Patrick. We kick things off with Afif Ferro from the Amigos, a real predator in the box. Just check out his movement here during this brilliant corner routine from the Amigos. Wonderful movement to lose his marker before finishing the move off with an exquisite diving header. Not just a goal scorer, Afif Ferro is also able to create chances for his teammates, setting up Izan perfectly here. A goal and an assist for Afif Ferro, helping his side book their place in the quarters. On to the Thai Gang and look no further than their left midfielder Eisenhelm, who was key to their side's comeback victory over the Shady Shapeshifters. Pressing high from kickoff, Eisenhelm made the most of his half chance in the first minute, somehow managing to get enough power on his header. Talk about starting on the front foot. He then initiated this brilliant team move, making a wonderful run from deep before setting up teammate Vizanesta to give his side a commanding 3-0 lead. It's not going to be easy, or should I say easy, keeping Eisenhelm quiet tonight.
Fabulous insight and analysis from the notorious, as always, Nitin Nambiar. Prediction time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You always act surprised. You know it's coming.
No, as in it's because it's getting tougher to predict as we go further into the competition as it's supposed
That's a
to
good
be.
thing.
Yes, I agree. I am going. My heart says Amigos. My head says Thai Gang. I'm going with my heart today because I want a Malaysian representative in the next
So
round.
Amigos. Quick score.
Amigos
over the 2 legs.
over the 2 legs. I would say
Quickly.
3-2.
3-2 says Nitin. Imran Hakim says, let's go. Shout out to Afi Fierro, says Afi Fuad. Mohammed Hariz goes Rock Killer. Rock Killer, I'm told, is one of those changes coming in the second leg. Yunus Aziz goes Amigos 1, Thai Gang 2. That's his prediction. Fan is with us. We've got Afif. We've got Choji. All of you with us. Let's get pitchside to the Amigos stadiums. Keep the comments coming in as we join the action with the Amigos in the blue playing from left to right and the Thai Gang in the yellow playing right to left. Will we get a goal fest tonight as the man comes down the left-hand side, and it's out for a throw to the Thai Gang. Slow pace here, a little bit scrappy as Rivox, the Malaysian international, gets the touch. Here comes the Thai Gang, who was so impressive at home in the second leg of their round of 16 game. They'll go back to the Thai Gang Arena in the second here, but will they get that away goal that we know at this stage that can be so crucial? They've got defending to do at the moment. The Amigos into the area. Defender stood up well. Yeah, the away goal, I think, as we go through this tournament, particularly here in the semi-finals and the final, is worth its weight in gold, Nitin, isn't it?
Oh, almost a very dangerous pass there from the Thai Gang defender. Yeah, but agreed, away goals are so important, and it'd be good for Thai Gang to be able to get 1 or 2 today, because if they do, it's going to be very tough for the Amigos.
Here's Shutter, played out of it by Rivox. Shinosuke, the right midfielder for the Thai Gang, as they enjoy their best spell of possession so far, 9 minutes in, but easy gamer getting the job done.
It's been a real midfield battle so far, both sides trying to press high.
Yeah.
It's nice to see.
It's going to come down, I think, this to who can produce the better movement and running off the ball, because they both look well organised and well disciplined, Nitin, don't they?
Yes.
Afi Fierro.
Oh, good play.
Lovely ball. Looking for Afi Fierro again. Narrow angle, Afi Fierro.
Good defending there by Brian. Good, strong defending. Knew exactly what Afi Fierro was going to do. The fake shot and read it perfectly.
Here's Bryant. Sprays it out to that far side. One night stand.
Ooh.
Very lucky to get away with that. Centimetres away from being picked up. Nice movement from the Thai gang. He's back to goal now. There's work to do for the Amigos defence, but they do manage to get it clear, and what's more, they managed to launch a promising attack. It's 3 against 4 at the moment, though. Afi Fierro lays it to the left-hand side. Nyakim. No real shots on goal
they've
yet.
got a chance.
They're in here now, though. There's the opener.
Afi Fierro!
Afi Fierro, the Malaysian international, has done it again. He's racing up the goal-scoring charts. Where was the marking there? Edge of the 6-yard box, completely unopposed. And the Amigos lead by a goal to now 80 minutes in, Nitin.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. It was very nice, patient build-up. They found the gap down the left. Got a perfect cross into Afi Fierro, who made no mistake. Similar to the goal we saw earlier in my players to watch highlights. He was there, the right man, the right time, showed good movement, and he's put his side up 1-0. Fantastic start for the Amigos.
The shut up. The player manager tries to get Thai gang back in this. That was the dream start for the Amigos. Remember, though, the key from here on in, now they've got the lead, is to make sure they win 2-0. Because we've seen the Thai gang come back in sensational circumstances before in this competition. Remember, they lost 1-0 in the first leg to Shapeshifters before beating them 5-1 at the Thai gang arena. So their home record is absolutely exemplary. As Paspath tries to get them going again.
Yeah, both sides have shown the ability to bounce back in the second game. So it's really going to be interesting here.
Shout out to Nakib Conchoro, who's watching with us live on the Facebook page. Bakri Hassin asks who's leading. Well, it's the Amigos by a goal to 0. Shout out to Tottenham legend Gary Stevens, who's tuning in.
Gary Stevens, come on, you Spurs!
All the way there in Hua Hin in Thailand. Hope you're staying safe. Gary Shafiq says, what a goal. It was terrible marking, though. Afif loves it from Hakim. And Yunus Aziz says, Afi Fierro, a.k.a. Sergio Aguero.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what he kind of named his player after, and he's exactly the kind of striker Aguero is.
Rivox was in acres of space there. Thai gang are starting to lose the midfield battle. An easy gamer gets it back. Afi Fierro waits. And one night stand. Well, initially good defending, but he's given it straight to Rivox to win again. And that scrambling defence from Thai gang. They're under the pump at the moment. The Amigos of Malaysia in the ascendancy here, live on One Play Sports this Thursday night. Rivox again. Incredibly, the stats show that the Thai gang have enjoyed them more possession in this opening half hour. I find that hard to believe, Nitin.
Yeah, the stats sometimes are a bit off, as you know, but there hasn't been too much between the sides. I do believe Amigos have had a bit more attacking threat, but the Thai gang have had a rather slow start, I must say.
Down the right-hand side come Amigos. That's good work. Down the left by Eisenhelm. Haven't seen much from him yet. He was certainly an influential figure who Nitin highlighted before the game. He may come into his own in the second leg. Is he offside? Yeah, just offside. He's a good call. Eisenhelm was right there. And Rivox did everything he had to do to play the time and offside. 10 virtual minutes to half-time. Nitin on the balance of play. Amigos the lead deserved, I fancy.
Yeah, I do think they deserve the lead. They've created, I think, a couple of opportunities at this point, and the way they scored that goal, they really ripped apart the Thai gang defence.
Down the left-hand side, they come again. It's this left-hand side where they've had the most success. One night stand, does what he has to do this time, though. The centre-back and Thai international for the Thai gang. Interesting, the Thai gang have one night stand and Shutter in the squad along with Eisenhelm, but difficult for them to get a game from the start for the Thailand international team. Thailand, of course, already one of 2 teams, or 3 really, well, 3 certainly when you include Indonesia, who've qualified for the semi-finals. It'll be Thailand and Malaysia from A, Indonesia and most likely Singapore, potentially Myanmar from Group B. We'll find that out tomorrow night as the One Play Sports Nations Cup continues. Keep the comments coming here. Mohamed Shazwan is with us, and they've got plenty of numbers here if they can move it quickly. They go through the middle. I'm not sure that was the best movement. They had players over on the left. They now do go down this left-hand side, and they're putting all their movement up front down the left-hand side at the moment, aren't they? They may, I think, have identified Unwar as maybe a weak link for the Thai gang.
The Thai gang, of course, they're known for bombing forward with the left and right back. and that leaves them open to the counter, and Amigos are going to try and take full advantage of that. As we saw earlier, they are a devastating side on the counter attack, so the Thai gang will need to be very careful with bombing the right and left back forward.
Good battling from Eisenhelm. Picked up though by Amigos again. As we go into the second added minute at the end of the first half, they got a man and acres of space on the left. This is for two. Easy gamer. Took a heavy touch. Still gets the pullback. Rybox. Great save from Peter Moore to just about keep the Thai gang in this going into the second half. That should have been 2-0 Nits, and it was the heavy touch initially from Easy Gamer. He got it back brilliantly, but Peter Moore stood up well to the effort from Rybox.
Yep, it was a really good save. A good way to close out the half for Thai gang not to concede a second goal just before the break. At 1-0, they'll still fancy themselves to come back, but you can see things haven't been working for them in the attack. Zero shots on target. It's not looking very good attacking-wise for the Thai gang at the moment.
Birthday shout-out alert, and it's a birthday shout-out to one of the Amigos players, the right-back Max Nevis. He's celebrating his birthday today, and Shami Thingang, your friend, says, hope you can celebrate with a win, Max Nevis. He can't celebrate at his usual favourite spot, which is A&W, which is a fast food restaurant there in Malaysia, isn't it, A&W?
Yeah, I used to, I'm a fan of A&W
like
as
the
well.
root beer,
Judging by my size, I love the root beer, the curly fries, man. That's
Right.
the place to be.
Back pitch side to the Amigos Stadium we go. Second half with the Amigos having that one goal lead, but I think on the balance of playing it, and they want to try and get a couple more on the scoreboard here and certainly stop the Thai gang from scoring. And in truth, the Thai gang really never looked like getting on the score sheet in the first half.
Yep, agreed. And I think it's more important for the Amigos not to concede. They've got the win here. They've got the 1-0 lead, so I think it's most important for them not to concede that away goal.
Make it very nervous though with only a one-goal lead. I think 2 or 3-0 they'd be relatively comfortable as Izan goes into the book for the Amigos. No suspensions or red card in terms of the next games to worry about. We have seen a couple of red cards floating up after a relatively clean first 6
there you
weeks
go,
of the
the
tournament.
counter's on again.
They're trying to move it quickly, aren't they, as the Thai gang just try and get any kind of penetration in the final third, but it's not quite happening. Maybe now One Night Stand can get them going from the back. Eisenhelm, we know he can be influential. Nitin highlighted it before the game, and Eisenhelm, nice bit of trickery, and he'll get a free kick now. Set-piece plays have arguably, I think, been the weakest part of the season on One Play Sports Pro Club so far. Can someone make me eat my words with a sharp bit of set-piece play here?
I think that's a mechanic from FIFA though.
Makes it difficult. Shut
Whoa,
up. Oh, it's a missed kick.
Got the time shot totally off time there.
And they could be in again here. Needs some covering from One Night Stand, who belts it high into the Amigos area as they try and go route one. Here's the birthday boy, Max Nevis. Can someone tell me Max Nevis' real name and how old he is today, please, if you're a friend of him? What's Max Nevis' real name and his age? Smart Islau is cheering on the Amigos. Ali Fikri says the assist was better than that goal.
Agreed.
Come on, Ryvox says Smart is out. Happy birthday, Kamal Max. I hope you can maximum your effort, Max Nevis. So let's get the real name of Max Nevis and find out how old he is. Have a guess. How old do you think Max Nevis is going to be today?
22.
22, says Nitin Nambier.
Just a guess.
Kamon Alarcon says Naki Conchoro. Keep the comments coming on the Facebook page, folks, as you enjoy live Thursday Night FIFA here on the One Play Sports Network with the final game in Group B to come tomorrow night between Singapore and Myanmar. Not enough blue shirts forward here. Surely with 4-5 yellow shirts back, they should be able to snuff this out the ties, but not, because Rybox has now got it back through the middle and they switch play beautifully. Max Nevis up from the back with a lovely ball through. Afiero beats his marker, options in the middle, but the touch lets him down and it's out for a goal kick.
Yeah, good try by Afiero. Tried to create the space for a cross, I believe, but his touch let him down there,
Max Nevis, 33 years young today. Happy birthday, Max Nevis.
He's my age, 1987. Happy birthday, bro.
Always I support my friend who's a lovely caster, says Smart is out. And it's Kamil Jamaluddin is Max Nevis' real name. Happy birthday to you, Kamil, sir. And now they're saying he's 42. Make your mind up. Some difference between 33 and 42.
I think that's a troll.
Yeah, I think they're trolling him here. That's Afif Fikri. Meanwhile, back to the action. 25 minutes to go. It's been not really blood and thunder this. It's been fought largely through midfield. Nitin. Chances have been a rarity. Peter Bohr made one good save in the Thai gang goal, but Amin Nodin's had hardly anything to do in goal for the Amigos. Could that change now? No.
I think the Amigos have done superbly defensively. They've also left the two strikers up top to be able to counter. I think very smart tactics by the manager, and he's got it spot on so far.
past the midway point then in this second half. Amigos 1, Taigang 0. If you're a Taigang, do you take 1-0 now, Nitin? Well, there's a foul.
No,
That's
I
going to be a cheap free kick.
I think if you're Taigang, you do your best to try and get that away goal. We've seen how important the away goal can be in terms of changing the whole atmosphere of a second leg. So it's very important for them to try and get that away goal.
Taking their time lining this up. Does he pull the trigger? Plays it short. We've seen that so much. Nice work from Rybox. And the Taigang, through one night stand, not exactly convincing in clearing it, but clear it they do, and they can now get something moving. This is better from them. Through the middle they go. Nice ball through to Pop NUFC. He's hardly had a touch, but he does now. Pop NUFC finds support, but Easy Gamer is there to pick up the pieces, but another free kick disrupts the Taigang's latest foray into enemy territory. Less than 20 minutes to go.
One thing interesting to note, I do believe the entire defense and the goalkeeper is going to be changed by Amigos for the second leg. And I'm going to question that decision because the current defenders have done a fantastic job in this game.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see if they follow through on that. They're not obliged to follow through. The manager obviously has a limited amount of time to make decisions. But yes, they've obviously kept Taigang very quiet here. If you start changing things and the Taigang have more impact, the manager's going to look very silly indeed. The player manager, of course, Ryvox, is a big part of the international setup as well.
Afi Fuero as well, the goal scorer, of course, is a national player for Malaysia as well.
You got Ryvox, you got Afi Fierro and Max Nevis, who's in that Malaysian squad as well. So plenty of internationals on display here. Plenty of players we'll be seeing, not certainly in this latter stages of this, depending on who goes through, but we'll be seeing plenty more of them in the week to come as we get to the business end of both our fantastic tournament.
Yeah, great tracking back there by Pop and UFC. The striker chased back, I believe it was Daos. Fantastic tracking back there by Pop.
Some of the fans of Amigos are concerned this one-goal lead might be enough. Shami Tiang says the one-goal lead might not be enough to win this tie. Home dominance is not enough unless you get the goals to back it up, and that's a fair point, to be honest.
That's a fair point, but at the same time, it's also important not to concede that away goal, and Amigos have done well there.
And to that end, Nitin, if they can keep a clean sheet and they get the first goal in the game at the Taigang Arena, all of a sudden, Taigang really have to make things happen. They'll have to score 3.
Yes.
Tactically, these teams are very sophisticated, aren't they, in Pro Club parlance? They've got match plans, and particularly the Amigos have carried out their match plan to perfection, other than the fact they've only got the one goal.
As you can tell from the number of chances created and you know how much of a midfield battle this has been, you know, both these teams have been drilled tactically. They're very good.
Whoever goes through here to the semi-finals, I mean, all 4 teams are in with a shout, but they'd be real contenders. They'd be like first or second favourites to win the whole thing, wouldn't they?
Yeah, probably. You know, I think Taigang is the best Thai team left in the tournament. Of course, Buffalo Run can change my mind with a performance tomorrow, but yeah, definitely Taigang or the Amigos, if they go through, they will be one of the teams to beat.
Shafiq says very disciplined play by Malaysia. I think Nitin agrees with you there, Shafiq.
Bro, very well done by the
They've really
Malaysians.
limited the Taigang. I can't remember Ami nodding in the goal having to make any kind of save.
I do believe they've had 0 shots.
Yeah. Could that change though? What a turnaround this would be if they could get a goal right on full time. It's good defensive work at the back from Unwa.
Keeper, don't do anything silly. Oh my God.
Very nearly. In
What
fact,
is
he
he
has let them in.
doing?
All of a sudden!
I told you not to do anything silly!
It's a disaster for the ties. Nitin told him, but Peter Ball isn't listening. And right at the death, the Amigos double their lead. That is an absolute horror show. Mohamed Oosh, who had the hard job of steering that on target from a long way out, beats Peter Ball, whose teammates will be furious, Nitin Ambier.
I don't know what just happened there. Again, it's in the 90th minute for your goalkeeper to do that. It's just unacceptable. No idea why he had to come out. Okay.
And literally,
lost for words.
with less than 15 seconds of real time in FIFA parlance to go, they have now given themselves a mountain to climb, because that means if the Amigos get 1 at the Taigang Arena in a couple of moments' time, the Taigang have to score 4. Now, they did it by getting 5 against the Shapeshifters, but I don't think the Amigos look in the mood to concede that number of goals. And now, Nitin, of course, your question mark about the team changes to come in the second leg. I wouldn't be surprised if team manager Ivox maybe backtracks on those plans.
I don't think he will. You know, I think those players are expecting to play, and you know, they look up to their manager, hoping for a chance to perform, and I think he will give them that opportunity still.
Afi Fierro in the first half, and Douse after that blunder from Peter Bort. The goal scorers, Kamil Jamaluddin says, Hakim is a very good player, man. Come on, he says. Brilliant keeper, says Mohamed Shazwan. I think he's being a bit ironic there. What a ball by Edison to McTominay. I think that's recalling a goalkeeping howler from Edison. That keeper is drunk, says Afif. He's getting plenty of pelters here on the Facebook comment section. Keep them coming. Hakim is the man. Plenty of Hakim fans here. So go through the stats and the player performance, and Nitin, talk us through the highlights on the low light if you're Peterborough.
I was so shocked by that second goal. Who got that second goal?
Douse, the right
Douse,
midfielder.
okay, fair play. Nice goal, bro.
Incredible. You called it in running as well, Nitin, when you saw the goalkeeper.
I knew there was some... He didn't have to come out. It was so weird.
This is the goal that really was a thing of beauty. There was not much Peterborough could have done about this. Afif Fierro scoring a grand, but the marking let the keeper down on that occasion, Nitin.
Yep, to be fair, they did break down the Thai gang defense very well. It was a wonderful cross. And Afif Fuero again, the fox in the box, right place, right time. First time, right foot volley, side netting. 1-0 to the Amigos.
Friend of the show, Kevin Chow, says the Thai Gang Horror Show on 90 minutes. Nitin will talk us through that Thai Gang Horror Show in just a moment. Irfan Alakon, another man making the comparison to that McTominay goal after Edison. Look at this.
This was Peterborough. I knew he was going to do something silly. Daos, fair play to Daos. He was pressing his man. He managed to get in front of the man, won the ball.
And there's still a long way out. He's still got to keep this shot on target and get the timing right.
Yeah, it was a fantastic finish. So all credit to Daos. Firstly, for seeing the keeper come off the line. Secondly, for pressing his man. And thirdly, for getting that finish on target. So, great play to the Amigos. 2-0 to the Amigos. Arriba, arriba, Andre!
They're hot, they're spicy, and at the moment they're in the driving seat in terms of booking a place in the One Play Pro Club Challenge semi-finals. Can the Thai Gang, though, do to the Amigos what they did to the Shapeshifters in the round of 16, and that is turn this tie on its head. It's been done before. Can they do it again? Find out with us next, live on One Play Sports. Don't go anywhere.
The Summer FISU World University Games is coming to One Play Sports this June. A celebration of international university sports and culture, showcasing today's stars and tomorrow's leaders. Catch the highlights from the 2015 and 2017 edition from Monday to Friday, only on One Play Sports. Coming up on One Play Classic this week.
Live into the One Play Esports Spectrum, Nitin Nambiar, your highlight man and the best analysis of Pro Club there is this side of the causeway and the other side of the causeway as well. And speaking of the other side of the causeway, the Amigos 2-0 in front of you, just joining us after that first leg at the Amigos Stadium. Afif Fierro, who else in the first half, and then a nightmare from Peterborough in the Thai Gang goal, right on full time, letting Dow step in with a great finish. But nonetheless, that'll go down as a howler from the goalkeeper. It was almost an assist.
It was an extremely uncharacteristic move from Peterborough. I feel his pain. I know he didn't mean for that to happen, but again, in the 90th minute, you shouldn't be taking risks like that. No reason for him to come out. His defender had it under control.
Yeah.
And he's let his team down.
Now, of course, as Nitin mentioned in the lineups before we went to the first leg, lots of changes planned by team manager Ryvox initially to the Amigos squad for the second game, which, of course, will be played on the Thai ground, and the Thai host team will be running it, the Thai Gang. One of the changes was for a man who's very popular. Poor old Amin Nudin hardly had anything to do in that first second goal for the Amigos. Apparently, the plan is to bring the Rock Killer in between the sticks for the second game, and the Rock Killer, he's got more fans. I mean, that I've ever seen before. He's got more fans than you on Facebook. They love him. Mohamed Shazwan says, what we need The Rock.
The Rock Killer is coming in, guys. I do believe he is the key goalkeeper for the second game.
Balvarin says, we want the Rock Killer. Balvarin Singh, he's all over there. Irfan says, the Rock Killer needs to perform in the next leg. Mohamed Hari says, Rock Killer. They're all after the Rock Killer on the Facebook comment section.
Rock Killer.
Afif Fuad says, where are my fans at? Not many of them. Mohamed says, Afif Fierro, let's go, says El Sakra. And Mohamed Akmal says, Afif Fuad, no one like
Hey,
you.
whose
That's a bit
birthday was
harsh.
it? You said that's
Max Nevis.
Also, just wanted to shout out to our CEO, Mr. Anthony. His birthday was today. Happy birthday, Anthony, if you're watching. And
COO.
COO, sorry. The COO of our company, Mr. Anthony. Happy birthday, sir. Very appreciative. We have a wonderful boss like you, and I hope you've had a great day.
Is your contract up for renewal? Is that what's happening?
Not
here?
yet. In December, you know, we kind of negotiate some stuff.
Okay,
So
so you're laying the ground. You're laying the groundwork early. Adin's Adi Linda is with us. It's great to see so many of you getting involved. Put it up, please, from Vic LSFC. Like, share, follow, comment. We're all about creating communities and building heroes here at One Play Sports. And as Nitin repeatedly says, and rightly so, you've played such a huge part in making this One Play Pro Club FIFA season so successful during what's been a tough time for all of us during COVID-19, which thankfully appears a bit early to make assumptions. It's coming out the other end of it now, which is great. And on that subject,
you need to stop pressing so much.
you need a lot. You're a very dirty boy. Realise you've got to
Sanitize. I don't want to sink into the... Look at these guys.
There's no danger of your hands being infected. Let's get over to the Thai Gang Arena. The second leg, can the Thais turn it round? They turned it round against the Shapeshifters in the round of 16. They only trailed by 1 goal on that occasion. Now they trail by 2. Nitin and myself will do our best to analyse the team changes that have come for the Amigos as we go pitch side once more, with the Thai Gang still in the yellow playing left to right. The Amigos in the blue playing from right to left. And as soon as the Amigos start to touch the ball, we'll get a flavour of how many changes have been made. And let's also see whether the Thai Gang have mixed it up. Rybox, as you'd expect, as player manager, has kept himself in the lineup.
Yep, expected changes for the Amigos. Rockila in goal, Sharil right back, KSI centre back, Faisal centre back, Max Nevis left back. Arif is coming in for CDM, and used to be Nova should be up front with Afif Ferro. Those are the changes we expect.
Yeah, we're expecting Izan to make way. Izan picked up a yellow card in that first leg. So at least the Thai Gang have got some territory in this first half, and they forced a mistake out of the Amigos there. It goes without saying it's crucial that Thai Gang score first in this game. We have seen teams becoming very adept at playing out goalless draws to hold on to first leg leagues in recent weeks in this competition. Nitin, would that be the Amigos' game plan, or do you think it's not in their nature? They want to be adventurous to try and get the away goal?
Now, judging by how many players they're committing forward in this opening 5 minutes, I do believe they really want that away goal to kind of seal the deal for them.
Lovely work from Afi Fiero. Lovely stuff. Afi Fiero leaves it. Rybox to the edge of the area. Great ball.
Oh, they've got it!
That is some goal. What a score that is. Sensational teamwork from the Malaysian Amigos. All the way through, there were touches of delight all through it. And Afi Fiero, with his second of the tie, has now given the Thai Gang an absolute mountain to climb. Nitin, goal of the week contender there.
Yep, opening 8 minutes, and Amigos have got that also important away goal. It'll now cost Thai Gang. They'll have to score, of course, 3 goals.
4?
4 goals, sorry, yeah, 4 goals.
Oh, in they go. And of course, was that a back pass? That looked like a back pass to me, not blown. Do the back passes get given in FIFA?
Not really. But normally the goalkeeper has to control it if it's a back pass.
And of course, the scoring of that goal and the away goal to the Amigos means the one thing we won't get tonight is extra time. And the Amigos don't look like they've got extra time in their mind. It looks like they've got another away goal on their mind, though the cute reverse pass there didn't quite come off.
Again, just shout out to that build-up from Amigos. It was
Beautiful.
fantastic. Opening, in the opening 8 minutes to get your timing of the pass spot on, it's very hard to do. And the finish from Afif Ferro just put an exclamation mark on that move. Fantastic stuff.
Editor-in-chief, Mr. Hugh Bevan. Our editor-in-chief, Mr. Hugh Bevan, is watching. He says that's his goal of the tournament so far.
It was a fantastic goal. Super build-up. The runs in behind, the runs down the channels. The Thai Gang just couldn't cope with all that movement, and they're down 1-0. And actually, they're down 3-0 on aggregate.
Yep, and 4 goals now needed. The 4 goals, of course, would take them through. They managed to get 5 in that return game against the Shapeshifters in the round of 16, but there's been no indication at all here that they can put any kind of threat. Visanesta, I haven't even mentioned Visanesta once. He's hardly touched the ball. And Pop NUFC, I've only seen him in play once.
Look at the Amigos. All 11 players are in their half. All 11 players are defending. They know they've got this in the bag. They know they're not going to concede 4 goals. And it's overall very good game management, I have to say.
This is Visanesta. Just as I mentioned, not having seen him, he finally gets a touch. But again, even though they've got everyone behind the ball, they're not messing around with pity-patting side-to-side passes. They're trying to get into enemy territory to get another. Pop NUFC, 21 minutes already gone. It's gone quite slowly this first half, but it's going to start going very quickly for the Thai Gang soon unless they can get a goal. They concede another free kick. They've been giving away lots of cheap fouls, the Thai Gang, as well through this match, Nitin.
Yep, they have, and I think that's down to a little bit of frustration. They haven't been able to play the kind of game that the Thai Gang love to play. And that's full credit to the Amigos. Their midfielders and their defenders have done a fantastic job in terms of closing down the space.
Hakiem is bullied out of it by Shinso Suki. Shut up. They managed to get it out to the man in space, courtesy of One Night Stand, but There doesn't seem to be much conviction in these passes and this movement from the Thai gang now, Nitin. I wonder whether they think they're starting to believe they've met their match, because the Amigos, they were straight out the gate, weren't they, with a strong start, and they've never really looked back.
Yep, it was a great start by the Amigos. I think it all came from that 2-0, the confidence they got from that 2-0 win in that first leg. That last-minute goal has really come back to haunt the Thai gang
that's a nice
here.
free kick in the area. They can't get on the end of it, though. That was a nice thought, though. At least they're trying to press. Now here's a chance to pull one back, and a great save from who else?
The Rock Killer.
Corner it leads to. That's the first shot in anger the Thai gang have had through this tie, and it's taken them 117 minutes to make one. They've got to score now to have any kind of hope and put the wind up the Amigos. And of course, if the Amigos get another one, then it really is all over.
I've got a question for our friends watching. Guys, if you know why the Rock Killer is called the Rock Killer, do let us know, because it's a very strange name. Who kills the Rock? I have no idea. Please let us know.
Rock Killer, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Well, obviously, you've got the Rock, haven't you? We've got one of our friends.
El Rock. We've got El Rock
Rock
in the Malaysian team.
And we've had a chat with the Rock before, haven't we, in the build-up to games? I think the Rock is one of the Singapore gamers who was kind enough to join us before one of the Singapore international matches in the one-play Sportsy Nations Cup. You'll be able to see Singapore in action in that tomorrow night against Myanmar. Here's one night stand. It's another free kick they've given up. Now, what will the Amigos do with this? They've been tending to play the set pieces short from this kind of position. They've had a change of personnel, and Douse, who scored from range after he was gifted an opportunity by Peter Bohr right on full time in the first leg, is over this. Is he going to pull the trigger? No, go short. Gets it to Reynolds.
Great play.
Nice ball through, and one night stand gets it clear for the Thai gang. But the Amigos are in no danger here. There's not enough time on the clock. Rock Killer's my idol, says Mohammed Hariz. He's got so many fans. Easy for the Rock Killer, says Balram Singh. And he's an SPM student, apparently, according to Alif Ashan.
Oh, he's through. Vizanesta's through.
This could be a goal back. Vizanesta.
Oh, great defending
What
there.
a bit of defending that was.
Faisal.
You get that wrong, and it's a cast-iron penalty, isn't it, Nitin?
Yep, but he knew exactly what the striker was going to do. He knew the striker wasn't going to cut back onto his big foot. So great play by Faisal.
Faisal Sam's been in amongst the goals at the other end in this tournament as well, and he might come up from the back for this corner. Keep an eye out for Faisal Sam. One great tackle at one end. Can he now get a goal at the other? He scored from a set piece before in this competition, Faisal Sam. They've gone and pulled it back. It wasn't the best, but the Thai gang at the moment, all at sea. And the way the Amigos are playing, is Nitin quite brilliantly has analysed, is even if the Thai gang can get one, they're not going to fold like the Shapeshifters did, are they, and concede 4.
Yep, I think the Amigos have seen what the Thai gang are capable of in terms of that comeback against Shapeshifters. And as far as I'm concerned, the second the ball crosses the halfway line, the Amigos, all their 11 players are back defending behind the ball. So fantastic. It's called parking the bus, but you know, when you're leading 3-0 on aggregate, you're allowed to do that.
Certainly, in these competitions with big money up for grabs, remember 800 Singapore dollars to the winning team in this. If you win the semi-final, you're guaranteed to play in a cash game of at least the 3rd and 4th place playoff if you win this game and lose the semi-final. So, big stakes now. Don't expect, or don't want to see anyone do anything stupid. And can't help but think back to the impact mentally that Peter Bohr goalkeeping error had for Thai gang right at the end of the first leg, Nitin.
Yeah, inexcusable that, but it is what it is, and the Thai gang haven't been able to react, so that's been a very costly error.
Thai gang right on half-time. Can they at least make the second half remotely interesting from a competition point of view? The corner is a good one. Rock Killer, not entirely convincing, but I got enough on it, and they've got it away. A massive 3 virtual minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. Is there a time enough for a chance at either end? It might be a chance that goes to the Amigos because they're coming through here. Or will they just try and run this clock down? Don't appear to be in a rush to try and get a shot away. They might be now, though. Looking for options. And that should be that for the action of this first half.
Oh, no. Okay, good play.
Afi Fierro's goal in the 7th minute has surely put this tie beyond any reasonable doubt now. One night stand. Gets the last possession of the first half that's been won by the Amigos. And they've played 3 halves of football so far, Nitin, and have got a goal in each half and kept a clean sheet in each of the 3 halves. And that is textbook match play football at pro club level when you're playing knockout competition.
Yep, Amigos have been exemplary over the 3 halves that we've had so far. They are the better side. I do believe Thai gang haven't created too many clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. Pop NUFC and Vizanesta have not had the influence that they've had in the previous rounds, which is a real shame. And they need 4 goals in the second half. We've seen them score in a blitz fashion before. it's possible, but the way the Amigos have been set up, the second Thai gang crosses the midfield line, all 11 Amigos players are back defending the ball, trying to close the space and win the ball back.
Just that one shot on target from Vizanesta that was saved brilliantly from Rockkiller, and that's the only shot on target they've managed in 135 minutes of football. They've not got to just manage 4 shots on target in the remaining 45 virtual minutes, which equates to 6 minutes real time. They've got to beat the Rockkiller 4 times, which is very easier said than done.
Yeah, the Rockkiller, judging by the fans, he's a hell of a goalkeeper, so it's not going to be easy.
Oh, they're onside here and in again. Is this going to be number 2? Good work from One Night Stand at centre-back for the Thai gang as they get it clear.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. One Night Stand probably doesn't deserve to be on the losing side, but that's looking like how it's going to be today. Peter Bow there, throwing it out to his centre-back. Yes, Eisenhelm, who hasn't had any sort of influence in this game. A very disappointing performance from Eisenhelm.
Yeah, he's a player you highlighted, wasn't he,
yeah,
at the
I
start?
expected him to have a much bigger impact, but it just hasn't been a good day for Thai gang in general.
And how much of this comes down to team management? You know, we saw the Thai gang, didn't we, in their warm-up game. We do get to see the teams in their warm-up games before we start a live broadcast, and they looked a bit toothless in those as well. Is this just a bad night at the office? Has the preparation not been correct from the Thai gang here? Because it's not like the game in the... Oh, that's a nasty foul. Is there going to be a card involved there? Yellow to Unwaz, the fullback. It's not really, you can't really blame the lag. The game seems to have been quite smooth, and they're struggling for the most part here in Thailand, as they did in Malaysia in the first game.
Yeah, I think no excuses. I think the Amigos have been the better side all throughout this match, and the Thai gang, maybe if I had to pick on something, maybe the 4-4-2 hasn't worked today. The 4-1-2-1-2 narrow has crowded the midfield, and those 2 midfielders for Thai gang, Ngoi and Shatter, have struggled.
So at the moment, it's still a possibility of a Singapore-Malaysia final in both the One Play Sports Sea Nations Cup and the One Play Pro Club Challenge. Amigos looking set to be through to take on Brotherhood VN or the Buffalo Run. Buffalo Run will become the last Thai team with a chance to qualify for the semis, and ditto for Brotherhood VN of Vietnam, who, like the Amigos, are the sole representatives of their country in the quarterfinals. The linesman's flag was up a long time there, and the Amigos will get the free kick 35 yards out.
Yep, so country will be knocked out when Buffalo Run play against the VN brothers.
Very much so. It will either be Vietnam or Thailand against Malaysia in our second semi-final, and all Singapore affair in the first, of course, with Larojak taking on Tiki Taka. You can catch that first semi-final live on the network next Tuesday. And we've got semi-finals galore coming up. The first semi-final in the One Play Sports Sea Nations Cup will be broadcasting live for you on Sunday. Here's Pop NUFC. Pop NUFC gets it back, but Rivox, who's done so much tracking back with Malaysian international and player manager, has done a great shift here, and you have to give them credit for the way they've been organised. And I think, haven't we, am I right in thinking we gave Rivox a Man of the Match award in the tournament earlier on for his great decisions as manager?
Yeah,
in that game where they turned it round?
Yes, he got the tactics spot on in that match. Oh, Unwa's got red card, second yellow card for Unwa.
So it goes from worse to disastrous. The right back for Unwa is gone. I think that's the first red card we've seen in this season for 2 yellows. We've seen straight reds.
I think that's about it in terms of this match as a contest. I think
It was
it's
over before then, Nitin, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you know, 4 goals is possible in 30 minutes game time, but
not
4
the way
goals.
the Amigos are
But
playing.
4 goals with 10 men is not very possible.
Yeah. We gave Rivox that player of the match award when he brought the Amigos down, back from 1-0 down in the first leg to a 4-1 aggregate win, and he's done very little wrong here. But I suppose on the balance, you need the striker to get the goals to put you in the driving seat, and Afi Fierro's had 2 chances and been lethal, Nitin. Can he get another goal here? In they come, lovely touch. The Amigos going to put the exclamation mark, and that was a good save. I'm not sure that's still Peter Boring goal, you know. I wonder if he's been...
No, I think it's Peter Boy. I saw it earlier, yeah.
Okay, let's just
But
check.
I have to say, there was great skills by used to be Nova. Nice little flip-flap, got past his man, tried to fight Afi Fuero, but his first touch was just a bit too heavy, and the keeper came out to make the block.
Van Alacon agrees that Rivox is a great player-manager.
Yes, very clever.
The Amigos come again, and of course now they've got a semi-final to look forward to. They'll be playing that semi-final next Thursday. They'll get a chance to sit back with us and enjoy on Saturday night the teams that will be battling it out to try and face them. Brotherhood Vienna Vietnam and Buffalo Run of Thailand. Could be they take on Thai opposition 2 rounds in a row. Here comes Rivox. What a game he's had. What a leader of men he is. Used to be Nova. Used to be Nova. He's got some great skills, this boy. Still used to be Nova. Still used to be Nova. Still used to be Nova. Can he find a teammate? No, he still goes alone and ends up having to settle for a corner. Goodness gracious me. It's like he's got super glue on his boot.
Yeah, but if he used to be Nova, who is he now?
Well, he is used to be Nova.
The names.
Ex-Nova.
Some of the names.
It's very confusing. What was your name again? What's your handle? Nitin Nam.
Nitin Nam, it's simple, right?
That's your name, don't wear it out. Inside the final quarter of an hour, Amigos now are in cruise control, and the Thai gang's heads are going to drop. Their heart can't be in this, and the fouls are starting to mount up. We haven't seen a team finish with only 9 men in this competition, but Eisenhelm is 1 yellow card away from that being the case.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though. I do believe the Thai gang are very respectful of their opponents. They've been outclassed today, and you know, there's no shame in that. You do have bad days in FIFA, and this happens to be one of those days for the Thai gang.
We're not going to see any of those shameful scenes that we saw yesterday from the Philippines when they tossed the towel in.
That was embarrassing. Ses, I'll never forget your name.
You'll be looking out for him next time you fly to Manila, won't you?
I hope I play a game against him in Pro Clubs, and I'll do the same thing he did.
Down the left-hand side. Really? What, you'll be getting beat 6-0?
No. As in, I'll do what he did in terms of trying to fool around in defense, except I'm a lot better.
Not lacking in confidence is Nitin, not lacking in confidence of the Amigos, Afi Fierro. Well, credit where it's due, that was some good defending from Pas Path at left back. Now here's Eisenhelm. Can the Thai gang at least sign off in the Pro Club Challenge with a goal as consolation? Have to say it's looking unlikely. We're into the final 6.5 minutes here live on the One Play Sports Network. You are watching the Amigos of Malaysia, the sole flag flyers for Malaysia in the quarterfinals of the One Play Pro Club Challenge. They're still going to be in this competition, and they're going to take on either Vietnam or Thailand in the semi-finals. Who it will be, we'll find out on Saturday. And now the Amigos can just knock it about, wind down the final 4 virtual minutes. And of course, it'll be a big fill up to them that they've not really, with that one exception of the Vizanesta chance well saved by Rockkiller, not looked like conceding, Nitin.
Yep, they've been so well organized defensively. Offensively, they've created 2 stunning team goals over the 2 legs. So Amigos are well and truly the better team today, and fully deserve their place in the semis.
We've seen some teams who've been more spectacular, but with the management of Rybox at the helm, they've proved now they can boss a leg from start to finish in both home and away. And also, as we saw in the round of 16, they now had to deal with adversity as they did when they came behind against VM Brothers. So they really are the total package in terms of tournament football, Amigos, Nitin. Do you make them favourites of the competition based on this performance, or are there harder tests to come than Thai gang, who, let's not forget, we talked about as being the best team in Thailand going into this?
Yep, I think the Amigos will be one of the favourites, but you know, when you go into the semi-finals of a competition like the one we're running now, the One Play Pro Club Challenge, it's all 4 teams have a realistic chance of winning the competition. It's hard to say who's a favourite.
Goals from Afi Fierro and Douse in the first. They're going to goal in the first half. Afi Fierro in the second have put the Amigos through against Thai gang, who finished the second leg with 10 men after Unwa was red carded for 2 yellows. The Amigos very professionally get the job done, and they've sent out a marker to all the other teams left in the competition that they are going to be very, very tough to beat, because if they come into their future matches in the semi-final, and hopefully for them potentially the final, that will organise, Nitin. I'm going to struggle to see who's going to turn them over.
Yep, it's going to be tough, but you know, I just want to say shout out to the Thai gang. You guys have been wonderful competitors throughout the competition. Some good results, some bad results, but I have to say overall it was a joy watching all of you play, and thank you so much for joining the competition. Yeah,
those sentiments echoed by Photography Wandy, who says, good game from both sides. We win, let's go boys, says Irfan. Fitri Thiang says, shout out to the father-to-be, KSI. KSI apparently is about to be a new father. Congratulations to you, KSI. Thanks for that shout-out, Fitri. And good game to the Thai gang, says Irfan. I can feel the love on the Facebook comment sections tonight. It really is good to see. Nitin will talk us through the match highlights, which really consist for the most part of that Afi Fierro goal and the Rockkiller save, which I do hope, if you're listening, we get to see. Here is the Afi Fierro goal.
Look at this build-up. Fantastic stuff. Afi Fierro running in between the right back and centre back. Both didn't know who was going to mark him.
And that doesn't do it justice, because the build-up to that started inside their own half.
Yep, and look at that finish. First touch, left foot.
Keeper had started to dive, and the ball was already over the line.
Look at the celebration. Oh, yeah.
Magical stuff as we look at St James's Park, which is the Thai gang arena's home ground. Are we going to get a chance to see this Rockkiller save? I'd like to see it if we can. It was from Vizanesta. It was the closest the Thai gang game to a goal. Can we see that save? Youssef, our tournament director from VPG?
I think we're looking at the goal again. After that, we should get the save. This was Afi Fierro again. 2 goals over the 2 legs. A star player, a performer. I highlighted pre-match about the players to watch. He was one of them, and he's proved me right. Fantastic stuff from Afi Fierro.
Afi Fouad is actually on the comment section now. Congratulations to you, Afi Fouad. That was some performance, 2 goals for you. And is this going to be the save now from Vizanesta?
I don't think this is Vizanesta though.
Was it Pop NUFC?
Yeah, Pop NUFC with the shot. Good save by the Rockkiller. No beating the Rockkiller.
In slow motion, that didn't look as impressive as it did in real time, that save. It was almost straight at him.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, the Amigos are through. I know our main man, Vic, there in the production team has been working overtime to update the brackets and the fixtures. So let's talk you through where that result tonight leaves us. It leaves us with just one semi-final spot left to fill. The Amigos are through. One game remaining. That game in the bottom right-hand corner. Buffalo Run against Brotherhood VN. Thailand against Vietnam. It comes to you live on Saturday night. Who's going to win on Saturday, Nitin?
Wow. I will go with the only unseeded team to have made it through to the quarterfinals, the Buffalo Soldiers of Buffalo Run.
And they're one of only two teams yet to concede in the competition, the other being Tiki Taka, who are already through. Man of the match, Nitin?
Man of the match, I would go with... Has to be Afi Ferro, right? Fantastic shot conversions. I think he only had 3 chances maybe, and converted 2 of those. And those chances have brought his team to the semi-final. So full credit to the whole team. Defensively, you were solid. But if I had to pick a man of the match, Afi Ferro is it.
And again, hats off to a great manager in Rivox. He's proved it for the second round in succession that he has got it going on. And when you're playing Pro Club, I'm assuming you rely so much on the manager to bring everyone together, to get organised, to make the training sessions happen and really focus on what this is ultimately all about, is walking off with a large slice of that 1,700 Singapore dollars prize fund.
Yep, you've got to remember that these guys are on comms. They are speaking to each other, so it's very important the role the manager plays in terms of keeping the team calm, having them keep their shape, reminding players not to bomb too far forward. So he's done a fantastic job, not just in this round, over the whole competition, Rivox. He's proving to be one of the better team managers.
Afi Fouad, who has been given the man of the match award by Nitin, unsurprisingly is on the comment section saying, I love you, Nitin.
I love you, Afif.
Afi Fierro is the best. Is Shafiq. He's in amongst the goals now. Great to see so many of you being part of the action. We're all about the interactivity here, creating heroes, connecting communities. That's what it's all about. Right, here's what it's all about over the next 48 hours for you live on One Play Sports, because the great FIFA Pro Club just keeps on coming. On Saturday, we're back with our 4th and final quarter-final. Amigos will play the winners of this. Buffalo Run, the only unseeded team left in the competition, the only team alongside Tiki Taka yet to concede a goal, represent Thailand, and Brotherhood VN represent Vietnam. And the reality is, as Nitin's already alluded to, whoever loses that, their country is out of the Pro Club Challenge. All Singapore clash in one semi. It will be Malaysia against either Thailand or Vietnam in the other. And speaking of international matches, what about this tomorrow night? Singapore up against Myanmar. Equation's quite simple. Myanmar win both, Singapore are out, and Indonesia will finish top. If Singapore can just win one game or avoid defeat in both, they are through. But if they win one game with that goal difference as it is, unless the other game they lose is an absolute drubbing, they will go through as group winners, thus avoiding Malaysia in the semi-finals. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow night when Singapore take on Myanmar, Nitin?
I do believe Singapore will gain 6 points and finish top of the group. That's my prediction. But having said that,
Myanmar no mugs.
They are no marks. They are actually a very decent side. They've proven over the previous ties that they are a side that can play. So Singapore have to be on their best game tomorrow or else.
Shout out to the good doctor, Dr. Akar of Myanmar over there in Yangon. I'll be speaking to him live on the preview show that will bring you an hour before kickoff at 10 p.m. Singapore time, GMT +8 before the main event starts at 11. Make sure you join Nitin and myself back in the One Play Esports Spectrum tomorrow night for more great One Play Pro Club action. Stay safe.